Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records. I am just coming in on this wreck. I just ended the last episode, and we're gonna see what this little guy's got. Seems like last time we discovered the ice had shifted again while I was away, and a lot of the materials, the wrecks, the unidentified hulks had disappeared, sunk back into the lake. Not sure if this one has anything worth worrying about. It's a survival kit and some, a beacon, okay, I guess. No medical components. Well, there's not much to it. I'm gonna head back to the rover. Maybe worry about topping off my battery before I do anything else. So I'll see you soon. I thought I did. There was a glint of something on the ice over there. Yeah. Let's give this one a flyby. See what it looks like it might be. Oh, hey! Speaking of a flyby, that is a big old chunk of a airplane. So I'm north-northwest. That means I need to go south-southeast to get to it. I'm gonna go top off my battery and then come back. Okay, battery topped off, and I spent a little while building out the front. I figured a decent canopy here would be cool. I don't know. I'm getting the impression of a shape that I want for this thing. A little more round than long. Heck, it's already wider than it is long. But as you can see up top up there, I've got the apple tree growing again. And in addition to that, I'm growing some wheat. It's going to be apple pie soon. Anyway, southeast I wanted. Yeah, that's not right. It's over here. That grid that's the grid that I left in there. It'll be around here somewhere. Okay, here we go. I really ought to, if this thing has some atmospheric thrusters, I ought to attach them laterally or front back. Either way. I don't slow down very well, but I also don't go left and right very well. So what have we got here? It looks like it's just one section of the vehicle, one wing. There's a hydrogen engine, no battery, power cell. There was a thruster in that section of the last one. I'm not seeing it. However, I think I see thrusters right here. Two of the sci-fi atmospheric thrusters. That gives me some choices. Now, is there anything else? This is a heat vent. Heat vents have steel tubes in them. Grab the parts out of that engine. Is there anything inside? What's that? Hydrogen tank. There we go. Come on. Oh, this is silly. Well, I'm definitely not getting any hydrogen out of that one. But I wanted to... There we go. Use this. Alright, we've got another gyroscope on here. This tank. A wheel suspension. Yeah, so not much. Just these two thrusters. That's perfect. Let's cut them loose and bring them home. Now, do I need another small gyroscope? Probably not. I'll just grind it up wherever I find it, if I can find it. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. And there we go. All right, let's plug in and make sure we're charged. And I think what I'll do is pick this stuff up, put it on the back trailer, maybe just tuck it up inside here, and using some mag plates. And then I wanna see about making my way up into the hills. Up there, where the hydro wreck is. Get off the lake, like I've been saying. These recon points are no longer valid because of all the shifting ice. So, you know, that's not good. But, yeah, I'm gonna go salvage whatever else I can from that hydrogen wreck. Maybe there's some more blocks to throw in, things to do. So let's get moving, going up there. Okay, I had to do a little bit of rearranging, but I'm loaded up and we're on our way. Let's cross our fingers and hope that this journey is a smooth one. Oh, that's great. You can see the solar tracker on top twisting around as I rotate the vehicle. Love it. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Alright, well, just have to cross the ice here. Hopefully, nothing wrong. Nothing goes wrong. Well, this is very encouraging. And I was a little afraid I would like have some troubles going uphill here, but it slowed down a little bit from the coast, but I'm able to maintain 16.5, 17K, or M, whatever. Accelerate a little bit on this uphill, and I'm sure if I added power to the axles, I'd be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and determine which way I want to go. It's still a little steep. I think I prefer going up this shallower incline. See how well these new big wheels work on the orange terrain, the trail with the orange lichen on it. Oh. Let's adjust in here. We want more power. Strength, height, good. Friction, good. Just a little less so that all those wheels get pushed in. Anyway, that is... Maybe I need to pump that friction up again. Let me play around with it. Okay, just barely got it working, and I am at 100% friction, 100% power. So, man, this thing does not have quite enough oomph to go up these hills reliably. But fortunately, I am on a pretty having made this trip already. This is the worst of it. So, you know, having that big old weight hanging off the back, I gotta think of a spot where I can turn them off, drop them off. You know, leave them be. I don't know if it's a matter of finding a place nearby where I can build a permanent settlement, or if it's, I don't know, more like just sacrifice them, leave them behind. Ah, I was expecting to see that. That's where I got this wind turbine. At least, yeah, it must be. It's a green grid. It's mine, so. Man, there's a lot going on all around here. There's so many places I want to explore. Let's get at least down to where that tower is, and I'll collect the resources from it. Well, I just discovered a bit of a problem. It seems that my apple tree is colliding with the solar panel array thing. I guess I could replant the apple tree like down in this area. That'd be far enough away from things. Yeah, let me do that. Let's see though if they have any anything finished growing. Oh, look at all that. Oh, so many apples. Come on. Oh, and so much wheat. Oh, I'm gonna make some apple pies. Cool. So apple pies to make, and a watchtower to consume. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but I'm gonna harvest the resources out of that, grab all of them, and add them into the inventory here. That wasn't intentional. Cause now I'm tired. I gotta put a ladder in. I think a ladder is probably the better option than a ramp, because then I can just like get the ladder by jumping to it. All right, let me get working on that. See you in a bit. All right, that's all of it. So let's get back on and keep going. I decided not to park and start the wind turbine up again, just because it was, yeah, I didn't expect to be here for very long. We have this starting to work. I think I might limit the angle on this. It's currently at 7.5 degrees upper limit. Let's go ahead and try and limit it down to 10, and then the lower limit similar. That way it's not trying to like go lower than where it would end up banging into this and then causing a problem. Did I? Yeah, okay. And here we go. Our apple tree and wheat patch are repositioned. So let's keep going. And yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. Up and around and down and through this direction to get back up to where we're going. And we've made it back to where this hydrogen-powered ship is that has the, you know, where I got a lot of the materials I've got. I think I want to park. Maybe clear that tree out of the way. And saddle up right like that. Now, I've determined I can't actually drop to the ground low enough to, what's it called? Lock, unless I put one of those in the way. And actually, I think what I might do is put another block like this, just so I can easily run up that. Come on, there we go. And now, let's do this. So something I had a bit of trouble with before was when I locked to the ground with this, like that, it then converted me into a static grid. And then I had a hard time converting back out from being a static grid. So we'll see how well this works. But for the time being, at least, I've got a power generation going on. And now I can decide what I'm going to do here. Like, I've got another cargo container right here. If I grind it loose, am I capable of lifting? I am. So I could attach this in here. Maybe like there? Or here? Right here. I think that would be probably a pretty sensible place to put it. Then it's connected to the rest of the inventory system. Yeah. Let me work on that. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Hey, yeah, worked out right. I scraped the rust off and added a new coat of paint to the original. That's actually what the color was. A little battered looking, but I think it's all good. Hi, Lioness cargo container number 1. I'll leave it. So, I don't think I want to worry about adding any decoy blocks, but I'm going to go ahead and grind up anything I can. I'm not too fussed about steel plates. I could spend time just like welding these solid. But I'm going to go ahead and dig through there as far as I can, see if maybe I can find those 78 large steel tubes I would need. Though I think the answer is a definitive no. Anyway, let's see what last bits of resources I can extract from this thing. Already got the 2 batteries, right? Okay. Aha! Confirmed my suspicions. So I am down here underneath this buried wing, right? Down in this area. And as we can see, that is a fully welded, ready to fire interior turret. Oh, might... see if there's any ammo. I mean... look at that. Okay. I would guess the other one that was working is somewhere nearby. Yep, there it is right there. I think it's embedded in the soil. There we go. So I have grabbed everything off of it that I could that wasn't just steel plate. I mean, even so far as grinding up some of the lights. I took a second cargo container off of it, the one that had like disconnected and startled me with that falling gyro. So yeah, another cargo container that makes it for 6 total on the rover. What kind of rover? You know, I kind of like it's starting to look a little bit like a turtle. But let me look up something quick, and then I'll get back to you with the name I want for the rover. Well, not too long ago, I had a wonderful little ship called the Espelta. So I think I'm going to christen my little land rover the Tortuga. Should be fun. Alright, so something I am... look at this. I'm gonna have to drop it down. Yikes. That's not good. Alright. I want to get an antenna or something onto this ship, and I was thinking maybe I could plug in one of those, but one of those meaning one of the small antennas that I have on these 2 rovers, kind of connect it using a hinge, that sort of a thing. Like maybe put the antenna right up there on that. I've already got one small grid piece attached here, but I am parked where I have a GPS location, so I'm thinking. Well, I guess I'm thinking I might extend that to like a full half size, so I can walk right out onto the wing. I'm thinking I will take the airspeeder out and get a get a scope of the area. See if there's anything else nearby. Maybe see if anything else pops up on radar. And yeah, generally speaking, do some scouting. All right. So I figure I'm so close to the North Pole. if I just keep a bearing on going west, eventually I'll circle the North Pole all the way back to the hydro wreck. I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that and I'll have to turn around, but like I notice I am continuing to turn slightly. See that west line at the top of the screen? Yeah. Yeah, I think this will work. Neat. Oh, there we go. An abandoned settlement right down in here. Let's see, anything I recognize off the bat? Maybe a vehicle of some variety? Is oddly propped up like that. What is happening here? Yikes. Oh, goodness. Okay, things are inside of other things. That's not good. Go on. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Can I maybe pick one thing up and move it? Oh boy. Well, whatever was in the back of that bigger truck is not there any longer. Let's get lost. I don't know what's happening. There's a chunk of ice. Maybe that was a... I thought it looked like an H2O2 generator, maybe. Let's get the last bits of it disconnected. What is going on? Ugh, yikes. Grab the pieces out of this I can. The rest of this looks like it's just normal junk. Can I... Got tube on that one. Couple of batteries. Wow. Well, I don't think there's much here that I want. I wish I knew what was in there. Maybe, I mean, if it was like a battery or something, that'd have been good. But yeah, let's clean up and then keep going west. Oh, I'm hungry. let's eat an apple pie. Now, the nice thing about apple pie is, oh man, so much food. But, oh, it makes you sleepy, right? Well, good thing I brought the coffee with me. I figured I'd show that off. Oh, hey, more beach area down in here. What's this? Oh, that's cute. Tiny little spot with some little bit of frozen water, some sand. There's some really nice places on this here planet. It's kind of a shame that everything's, I don't know, acting all weird. That is some highly suspicious discoloration on the sand down there. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. Hop out, get the drill, see if anything registers. Ooh, cobalt. Interesting. I'm gonna run over to that one, see if it's got something else. So that other patch was all more cobalt. And look, I could fly pretty much straight north to get, or I'd actually have to go. So I'm past the zenith of my little travels here. So now that I'm heading west again, or still, but it's like a circle at the top of a globe. I imagine that you're able to envision it better than I'm able to articulate it. So I'm on my way back, as it were. Oh, and here I am almost back to where I started. You can see the lake in front of me with the distortion. Oh. There's something on the sand down there, too. Much smaller patch. Not sure what good this will do me. More cobalt. Closer cobalt, I guess. I'll remember where this one is. I don't remember. Were there anything up here on this side of the lake that I missed? Let me head back this way just to double check. Before heading back to the rover, you know. Nothing else that I could find that way in the lake. That ping is just the grid I left leveling off where I was working on building everything. But I figure nothing else. Let's head this way and check on the North Pole. See if there's anything, you know, in here. I've been working on things so long over here, I haven't really been paying attention to what's spawning around me. So, no, nothing else. I can check out what this ore patch is. Ouch. More cobalt. Oh, and an abandoned settlement that way. Same direction as here. Let's go take a look. It's about 5 kilometers out. That's another ore patch. Is it more cobalt? Is it always just cobalt? Alright. Oh no, this one's iron. Okay, good to know. Wow, okay, that is a tiny little thing, and for some reason I am not able to get a lock on it. Nothing that interesting. I'm nowhere close to getting that battery completed. I've already got one back there that is missing 5 power cells. And yet another survival kit. I don't see much point in keeping this. I'm going to take the bits out that I want, and I will head to the North Pole. Oh, hey. This, I did not see this spawn in. It just kind of popped up over my... yeah, popped up off my radar. That is another wind turbine. That's nice. Bits and bobs all around. This is the same valley that I first found my... Oh, the little rover, the one that turned into the lifter. More of these. Right, well, let's do this. That's the hinge. I want the hinge part.
Inventory full.
Ah. Okay, well, it's not clanging out right now. Let's get those tubes out of this hinge part. Come on. There. Okay, and now some tubes out of the hinge itself. I don't need more plushies. Some hollowed out silos. Anything in this one? No. Well, you know, that's a nice appealing addition. I think maybe I'll just bring it back as is. Okay, let's try this. Settle down. Settle down. I know, it's like there's wind blowing right now, but it's not actually blowing. Haha. Okay, well, that that was interesting, but here we go. We've got the wind turbine down, and let's hack it. So it's our wind turbine. Let's drop those off, and then I saw there was something else over here. This. Oh, it's like one of those little feeding stations or whatever. Well, I don't really need all this raw material. Got more than enough. But hey, I will bring back an additional wind turbine. That's a positive for sure. Alright. Do I check by the North Pole first? Anyway, I think I will. I'm close enough to it. It was just up here. I think it's on the slope of that hillside right there. Yep, that's it right there. Oh man, there's a nice big open plateau just on the other side of the North Pole. I did not realize that. Here we are. Okay, back to the Tortuga. So I'm back, and according to the info inside of the buttons, right where you press. Here we go. Okay, let's just talk with context. Wind turbine. It says wind clearance is optimal right now. Now, I wonder. I added a little bit of piping on the front here just to give it some good, looking good, and got the got this welded up. I'm wondering if maybe I could get it to work where I have two, but then if I have two, one of them's going to stick off to the side, and if I have two, then maybe I could work on having three. But if I have that, I don't want them to have to stick up so high, because if one was like, if I turned that into a solid block, and then I had another block out like here, so that it was your typical like 4 or 5 prong wind turbine setup. The ones sticking out laterally, they need clearance above and, no, basically below them. This space between here and where the wind turbine will be right here. And I wonder how it would look if I were to try and do that with this pipe attached to the rover where it is. Now, alternatively, I could put a, like, imagine if I had like a rotor attached where that is, where the rotational axis was horizontal, so it would be able to spin something around like this, right? And then I had the pipe, the pit, the I don't know what I want to call it, the tree here, like on an arm that went out, on back and forth, so that when it was like kind of like a lance couched when I was not moving, or when I was moving. But then when I'm not moving, I can push it out, or maybe don't even need to worry about pushing it out. I'll just get it just outside of where these wheels are, and then I can rotate it so that one end of it goes down and then attaches to the ground with a mag plate. The other end is way up high, and that's where the wind turbines are. Would be kind of neat. And I mean, I did bring back a good number of of pipes from hinges and stuff, so I'll have some. I've got 5. I don't know if 5 is a good number or not. Oh, and then there's 2 in there, and 2 there, 4 there, 2 there. I just want this one. Okay. Yeah, well, let me do some organization, and I will just get a feel for what I'm looking at now. Okay, designing this all in my head while not being able to fly around it is troubling at best. I need it to be a solid grid to be able to support the wind turbines. And I think if I have a double hinge allowing those to connect to each other, then that'd work. Because, like, well, that, yeah, see, like, they'd have to be on to be able to connect there. If I have them like that, then I want to have a hinge up, connected to a hinge, so they both be at 90 degrees. But if I just have them up, that means I can have them be vertical there. So I have to weld this part up. Yeah. Well, this is a bit of a tricky bit. I have to scooch over there. Can I get to... Oh, I have an airspeeder, that's how. Just gotta stand back here, mount up, charging is done, unlock, and about there. Perfect. I want to see. Am I going to immediately... Yep, they're yellow. Okay. Let's land. Okay. What happens if I rotate those hinges all the way? Like, can I get close enough to access them? Not from the ground, but I might be able to... Here. Okay. I want to turn this merge block off just to be safe, and then that hinge, I want to go ahead and up the velocity to full, so it goes all the way to 90 degrees. And there we go. And now, what happens when I turn this on? They lock. Okay. Now what happens if I turn this off? They unlock. Okay, that is exactly what I needed to have happening. So now, I can unlock that, fold it back on itself, and then have the majority of the, the wind turbininess back in here. And, oh, the fog. Yikes. Look how slow the wind turbine is spinning because of the fog. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Next thing to do. Okay, that actually worked very well. I'm going to make sure my landing gear here. Perfect. I didn't want to accidentally, hit P and then have it just mess up. Okay, let's drop this down here. Oh, and I'm locked as well. Oh, that's gonna... Okay, here, let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere. That was not the button I meant to hit. But hey, it's not going anywhere. Perfect. Okay, I don't have the wind turbines attached to it yet, but let's see if this works. Oh, I just completely forgot. I had this all set up. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I have to add something else to the G menu here. So let's... I want to put them in order, so I'm going to do this, and I need to figure out where this rotor is. Which rotor is it? So there's the Windtower rotor. Okay, and it's currently at 0 angle, which I like. But which is its upper limit, which is its lower limit? Let's move it a little ways that way. Oh, that bang. Too fast. Okay. Let's go like that. Current angle 4 degrees. I guess what I need it to do is rotate to -1. Okay, and then stop. So I need its upper limit. I need its lower limit to be 0. Okay. Then its upper limit needs to be 90 degrees minus that, so 270. Okay. But first things first, let's get out of where I am. I've got that lock that I parked with, and there. Good enough. Let's do what we want to here. Alright. Wind turbine rotor. Let's reverse that. And it's at 127%. What's that even mean? Okay. Wind tower rotor. Velocity of 1. What happens there? Oh. Let's call it a velocity of -1. Nope. That's going to be problematic. I think it's because it's outside of the bounds where it's supposed to be, so it wants to go that direction no matter which direction I tell it to go. Wind tower rotor. Reverse. Reverse, yeah. So, there. I'm... I don't know what the heck is going on with this. Okay. I'll have to figure this out and get back to you. Okay, cross your fingers, because here it goes. Extend. And then 2, 3, 4. Rotate all of those. Alright, and we will lock with 5 and turn on with 6. And that is some great wind power. Awesome! Oh, okay, great. I love it. It worked perfectly. Now, I am still... I think I'm going to get rid of this. And I think if I need to... If I want to park someplace where I want to run up and down quickly, I will just... I'll build another ramp when I'm there. But this is great. Now, at this point, I'm just dealing with this mess back here. And I'll be a little honest, one thing I've noticed, I have a lot of large steel tubes here. It might be time to... I don't know. I didn't really use this trailer much at all, but it's not, like, doing me any services right here. Oh, ouch. And then there's a lot of tubes in this whole mess as well. Like, I guess I didn't put them back in there, but yeah. And then maybe I will repurpose my own rover for the time being, especially since I'm not using this little one, and it is only serving as an extra heavy weight on the back. But no, I can't do that. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to find a spot. I'm going to keep the termite intact. It's got one of my survival kits. I'm going to find a spot where I can put down a... somehow connect... Maybe that's actually what I ought to do. Is get it so I can connect to the main... the Tortuga with the little vehicles. Have them parked back here on this and connected and charging. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah. Let me think about all that. Well, I've decided that there's just not a lot of reason to keep these little bits. Small batteries, I'm not likely to be using. They're pretty ubiquitous. And even this gyroscope, like, I've got 2 gyroscopes on that. I've got 1 or 2 gyroscopes on that. 2 on the air speeder. And again, I seem to be finding them more frequently than not. So, that means I'm recollecting them. As I was trying to lower this down, the wheel here got stuck underneath, and I ended up having to take it off. So I think that's where we are with this, is this trailer, despite it being, you know, pretty cool for what it was when I had it, when I did with it. think I'm gonna probably just park it over there and leave it here next to the wreck. God, that's so cool. Yeah. Now, these bits in here are... I don't know. Having a drill be available, very useful. I think I've only ever seen 2 of them and 1 disappeared. Obviously, the ion thruster will be useful if I ever get into space, but I mean, I have no clue how long that's going to take me. Alright. That's the end of it then. Gonna leave this here. I suppose I could pick it up, package it up. Let's see how it goes, just dragging it over to a spot to park it. Oh no. As I was dragging it, it kept banging into bits. The axle stuck out down beneath, so it got the worst of it. Did I make any damage over here? I don't think I did. Maybe the littlest bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and retire this trailer. It was a good tool, but hey, I'm gonna need those pieces elsewhere. So, while I do the melancholy work of retiring something I made, why don't I wish you all a good day. I appreciate that you joined me today on Survival Records. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode. And until then, thanks for watching.